Hello everyone, welcome to the All Nighter channel. I'm Eder, and today I bring to you the very first top 10 of this channel. The top 10 games I want to get slash play in 2017. This is basically most anticipated games of the year, but some of these games you'll notice are already out, so they are basically games I want to get and I want to play them. So without further ado, let's get on with the list. Heads up, one of the games that are not going to be on the list is Zelda Breath of the Wild because I'm currently in the middle of playing the game and really enjoying it, so it's not going to make the list. Another kind of weird one that may or may not be on the list is Shenmue III. They say that game's going to come out this year, but well, let's say I'm not so sure about that. I mean, I hope it does, but anyways, on with the list. So number 10, we have Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Again, I said these are games that are most likely already out, and they're just games I want to get. So starting off the list is a game that I want to play because of the hype. I mean, sure, I love Resident Evil games, but I haven't really played any of the games that this game is kind of inspired by it, like PT. Well, that's a demo, but whatever. And I feel like Alien Isolation is also one of the games that inspired this game, and also like Slender Man and other games like that. But anyways, I'm a fan of the series. I'm not gonna say I'm a super hardcore fan, but honestly, a lot of people are really liking this game, and the reviews are really good for this game. And I feel this is gonna be one of those games that might be, you know, in the top tens of many websites and other people's lists. So it's an important game, and I really want to play it. It looks interesting, looks cool, looks creepy, and it's I love the series. I love Resident Evil, even though they say it's not really. I mean that it's not really a follow-up. But I really another thing I admire about this game is the fact that they went out and called it Resident Evil 7. Yeah, sure, the 7 is kind of hidden in there, but then that's the thing. Like, I want to find out if it's really connected to the other games. Some people say it is, but it's not really apparent. So, anyways, just everything surrounding this game just makes me want to play it. It looks fun as hell. Number 9, we have Metal Gear Survive. Oh boy, here we go. This is a weird one. I know Konami is just milking the Metal Gear franchise, and here's the thing though, I'm not really that big of a Metal Gear fan or a Kojima fan. I mean, I do hate Konami for screwing over Kojima that the way they did. It's horrible. But maybe that's just the version we've been sold. I'm not trying to make this weird conspiracy theory where there's like some kind of hidden agenda or like a conspiracy where maybe Konami wasn't at total fault. I mean, actions speak louder than words, and what they did to Kojima at the Game Awards things, that really sucks. But anyway, kind of off. That's a. I mean, that comes with the territory. Talking about Metal Gear Survive and not talk about Kojima and all that. It just come on. If you're gonna talk about one, you're gonna talk about the other. But anyways, bottom line, I loved Metal Gear Solid 5. I thought the game was great, and this game runs on that engine apparently, and it just looks really good. And I love zombie games, and I feel like Metal Gear Solid 5 kind of left me with this feeling that I've been I have this arsenal, and I really don't have anything to do with it. Sure, I could go out, you know, guns blazing, and just do stuff in the game with it, but really the name of the game is to sneak around, and I feel with Metal Gear Survive it'll really give me a chance to use all that arsenal. And I mean, like I said, I love games, like I love the horde mode and Gears and zombie mode in Call of Duty, so I feel like this is gonna be a game that I mean, it looks interesting. Come on. I know I think people are hating it more because of the whole Kojima situation, and really, I think if we give this game a chance, it'll be. I mean, this is a one-time thing. I think it's a very unique situation where, like, I feel we need to give this game a chance, really, because of on its own merits, and put aside the whole Kojima thing, I feel. So yeah, let's give the game a chance. And if it fails, I mean, okay, I can finally say screw Konami. I'm not gonna. I don't want any swearing on my channel, so I'm not gonna say the famous hashtag about Konami. So, anyways, let's see what this game has to offer. Coming at number 8 is Yooka-Laylee. So I have a secret to announce here. I've never played Banjo Kazooie. I know it's a total crime. Even though platformers are my thing, so this is I know it's unacceptable. I do have the rare collection for my Xbox One, so it's only a matter of time before I get to it, you know? Anyways, so Yooka-Laylee, not much to say. It just looks really nice, and I really want to play another old school platformer. And this just looks like one of those, and I know not much to say. It just looks interesting, looks fun, and I want to play it. I didn't back it on any Kickstarter or anything like that. I just probably will pick it up day one or something. But yeah, it looks fun. I want to play. Number 7, we have Halo Wars 2. So it's no surprise. I'm a big Halo fan. So honestly, I wasn't gonna get this, or at least it wasn't on my radar. But I really only follow the main series when it comes to Halo games. I'm not interested in the books. I wasn't even interested in the original Halo Wars because it was like a prequel. I just wanted to play the mainline games, just Halo 1 through 5, and I mean I did play Reach. That's probably the only one because I mean Bungie made it and people couldn't stop talking about it. I did play ODST, but I mean, I just played it. I didn't really like get into it or like I don't think I ever owned it. I just borrowed it and played it, you know. But anyways, so when I heard this game takes place after Halo 5, I was like, okay, I'm on board. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to RTSs, I mean, I'm not super hardcore into them. I like them. I've played, let's see, most of the Warcraft games and StarCraft, Age of Empires, a few other ones. But honestly, I like really simple ones. I really don't like if they get too complicated, like Total War or any other. I really don't know that much about any other franchises when it comes to RTSs. But I know like some of them go really deep, and I'm really not that big into that. But one of them I liked from my childhood was on the Sega Genesis. Yeah, on the Sega Genesis. It was Dune 2, the port of the PC game Dune 2. Yeah, that's one of my favorite games. One of my most. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and I mean it's a really simple strategy game. Like, I mean it was so simple. It was able to be able to get ported onto the Sega Genesis. So I know. Anyway, so they say this game's a pretty simple RTS, and a lot of people see that as a bad thing, but I don't know. I see that as a good thing, and I want to play it. So, at number 6, we got Nier Automata. So I'm a big fan of Platinum games, and that's about it. What can I say? I really didn't play the original Nier. Okay, I didn't play the original game, so I really don't have much to say on this game. I just see that it's a really good, like from what I've seen, it looks like a really good Platinum game, and I want to play it. I mean, I even got Legend of Korra for Christ's sake, you know, because it's a Platinum game. It's not like I get every Platinum game, but I get most of them, and well, not most of them. I mean, I'm a fan of Platinum. So, and this game just looks really interesting. The art style looks cool, and yeah, it just looks like a great game, a great Platinum game. Number 5, we got Cuphead. Oh boy, this game has been delayed for like the longest time. I really don't know when it was supposed to come out, but apparently, I mean, it can't really get delayed that much. I think it's gonna come out this year finally. So, anyways, this game is very interesting. It's basically got two things going for it. The art style, for the most part, it's like a 1930s cartoon. It looks the art style is just incredible. It looks so smooth. It's colorful. It's like wow, like it's like nothing you've ever seen before in terms of games. So, and of course, it's like a 2D game, kind of like Contra or Metal Slug. Anyways, it's got those two things going for it, and for me, that's worth it alone. It's probably, I think we're getting into day one purchase territory here. So, because for the most part, I think most of the games on this list already have been out. I haven't bought any of them, but so I think as far as day one purchases, I think this is like from here on out, these are day one purchases for me. And Cuphead is the first one. Day one. I'm gonna get this game. Number 4, we got Mass Effect Andromeda. Oh boy. Okay, guys. I'm kind of nervous about this game. For not really because of like, oh, if it doesn't follow the story of the, like they've said, it doesn't really follow the story of the other games, and I'm not really interested in that. I mean, I'm glad either way, if they followed it, that's fine, and if they didn't, that's fine with me. And I'm not worried because of the ending of Mass Effect 3. Like, that whole thing, I was fine with the ending. I really didn't need things spelled out for me. Like, I didn't need that much closure. Like, those games were great for me. The stories were self-contained enough that really the ending to the whole thing, I mean, how could they possibly address everything that happened up until that point? But anyways, nah, it's not because of those things. It really, the concern comes from the fact that this game has been in development for such a long time, and usually those things really don't give out. I mean, Doom, last year's Doom was a rare exception where like a game is in development hell, literally. Um, anyway, bad puns aside, bad jokes aside, usually that's the exception. Usually, if games are in development hell, either they don't come out or they come out really bad. So I'm kind of nervous, and also we haven't seen that much of this game. Sure, we've seen some gameplay now, but we're getting really close to launch, and we haven't seen anything. And I just hope the PC port is great because I might end up getting this on my Xbox if that's not the case. And if I have to use a keyboard, I am gonna buy it on my Xbox. I don't want to use a keyboard and mouse. I'd like there to be the option if you want to use the keyboard on the PC, but you can hook up an Xbox One controller and it'll work. That's fine. I have a gaming PC and I want to play it there, but if you limit me to a mouse and keyboard, I'm gonna go with the Xbox version. I'm sorry. Anyways, the game still looks great. I really want to play this, mostly because I'm a big fan of the series. I gotta admit, this is not because of what I've seen, because we haven't seen that much. And like I said, I'm worried, but I want to play this because I'm such a big fan of the first games. I believe the other 3 games in the series are one of the best games of the last gen, with the Xbox 360 and the PS3. They're one of the best games of that generation, hands down, like probably top 5. Really good games. I love them. I love the series, and I want to see it do good. And this is day one for me. As soon as I get my hands on some kind of comparison videos and see like if the graphic differences are not that big, and if I can use a controller on the PC. Those are the factors I'm looking at when it comes to buying this game. So Mass Effect, don't let me down. Come on. And number 3, we got Super Mario Odyssey, the big one. One of the big ones of this year. We're getting, I mean, top 3, you know. So earlier this year, like last week, the Nintendo Switch came out and all that. You know, a lot of people are buying it. That's great and everything. But I have a Wii U. I've been playing, like I said, I've been playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on it, and have been enjoying it. And what I've seen is that really there's not that much difference when it comes to graphics or performance between the Switch and the Wii U version. So honestly, there has been nothing nothing that makes me want to buy a Switch right away. Not even Splatoon 2. I mean, I got Splatoon 1 and I played the campaign, and look, I mean, it was cool. It's a cool game, don't get me wrong, but I really don't have the time to invest a lot of time into the multiplayer. And so I probably won't get Splatoon 2. I'll get it maybe when I get a Switch and when it's on sale. But and again, I got Mario Kart 8. I'm fine with that with my version here. I play local. I don't play online or anything like that. So anyways, really there isn't anything that makes me want to buy a Switch. But a new Mario game definitely will, like a real new Mario game, none of that new Super Mario Brothers bullcrap that Nintendo has been putting out. So remember when, like, think about it. When Super Mario came out, the NES game came out, and then you had Super Mario Bros. 2. I know it's Doki Doki Panic, but let's just roll with it. Let's say, I mean, they're so different, but then Mario 3 comes out, and it's like totally different. I mean, sure, it's the same platforming, but the feel of the game is totally different, and the look of the game is totally different. And then Super Mario World comes out on the Super Nintendo, again, totally changing everything. Like the only thing that stayed the same was the mushroom and the flower power up. But then other than that, you got Yoshi, you got the cape and all that stuff. And then from there on out, things just get even crazier. But then like Nintendo all of a sudden just started pumping out these new, with air quotes, new Super Mario Bros. Games like left and right. Like there's just so many of them, and they all look the same. Honestly, they all look the same, and they play almost the same as well. So, anyways, finally, Nintendo puts out a different Mario game with a new with a Super Mario World, Super Mario 3D World, and okay, that's great and all, and I love that. Actually, I love that game. It's probably one of the best games on the Wii U. So finally, when it came to that, finally Nintendo. That was finally for me Nintendo putting out a different Mario game. When the Switch was announced and all that, I was like dreading. I was like, oh man, please, if Nintendo announces a new, air quotes, new Super, like the Wah Wah Super Mario Brothers games, like the Switch is dead to me. Like if they do that, if they had done that, I would really like, I would, I don't know, I would just gotten mad, okay? Just yelled about it. But you know, but then Nintendo announces this new, real new Super Mario game, and just everyone loses their minds, especially the guys at Easy Allies, which I follow on YouTube. Love those guys, but they just, I know, when they saw the trailer for this game, they lost their minds. I mean, I liked it. I mean, it's cool and everything, but honestly, we'll wait and see. What do you mean we'll wait and see? It's your top 3 most anticipated, and you said it's day 1. But yeah, I still want to see more of this game. But I know I'm gonna buy it. It's Mario. Come on, like this game, when it comes out this Christmas or the November or whatever, I'm gonna buy a Switch just to play this game. It just looks really good, and it's a new Mario game. Come on. Number 2, Sonic Mania. So Sonic Mania is, wow, what can I say about this game? Instead of just telling you that I'm a big Sonic fan and I wanted the old, like I love the old Sonic games, blah 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 blah. Yeah, you've heard that a million times. Nothing new I can say in terms of what the Sonic fans want out of Sonic, you know. We want good games. That's all we want. 3D, 2D, whatever. Well, at least the rational ones like me, which, you know, there's few of us, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not going to speak for everyone. But anyways, back in the day when I was growing up, you know, I had a Super Nintendo, I had a Sega Genesis, and I saw the graphics jump from the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, and I was like, whoa, 2D graphics got better. And then I would go to the arcades and see Metal Slug, and I'm like, whoa, it just blew my mind how good. I thought sooner or later we're gonna be playing games like Disney movies, like hand-drawn animation. Then the PlayStation and the N64 come out, and I'm like, what is this blocky bullcrap? These graphics look horrible. Even back then, I thought they were just horrible. But anyways, a lot of people love them, and it proved to be the future of gaming and all that. That's great. But I thought games were gonna just keep evolving in 2D graphics, and I was just so bummed out when they when everyone just went with 3D. So I guess the Saturn was the way I thought things were gonna go, where like the Saturn is like this 2D powerhouse. But anyways, Sonic Mania is basically the ideal version of like a new Sonic game for the young 10-year-old me that was expecting games to go this way. This is how I expected games were going to go, like 2D graphics just keep on refining themselves more and more and more. But yeah, this is like the Sonic 4 that we never got. Sonic 4 was a disaster, and I'm glad this game is just gonna fill that gap, and I'm glad Sega is letting the fans make this game. Like it's something Nintendo could really learn from Sega. Like you can say what you want about Sega, but man, did they knock it out of the park with this game? Well, at least the announcement and the decision to make it. But let's see how it turns out. Looks good, and it's day one. I actually pre-ordered the special edition version that comes with the Sega Genesis and a Sonic statue and all that. Pre-ordered, so this is already on the get section of this list. Now we need the /play. So hopefully, Sega, don't let me down. I even forgot the name of the studio that's making this. Blanking out. I'm really not that prepared to make all this, this video, but you know what I'm talking about. You could look it up. I wish those guys the best of luck, and yeah, hope this game turns out really cool. Oh boy, number one, Shenmue III. This game, I guess I spoiled it when I mentioned it in my description for this game. I mean, for this list. Wow, I really can't. There's no words I can honestly. I should have made a script for this because I really need to do this game justice. But the only way I can do it justice is by letting you see this reaction by Michael Hubert from the guys over at the time, Game Trailers, when they announced this game, and his reaction is basically my reaction. So here, take a look.
Okay.
Holy
All right.
crap.
Composure.
I'm got my composure back.
Holy
I'm a professional.
This is Castlevania.
Oh yeah,
What's
sick.
Bloodstained.
Bloodstained.
Dude, this is a crazy conference. Oh man.
So yeah, there you have it. That reaction you just saw was basically my reaction because, I've mentioned this a few times when I was on this internet forum talking about this game. A lot of people seem to think that we want this game because Part 1 and 2 were these masterpieces, and I mean they're good games, at least for the fans. But a lot of people looking at these games kind of more objectively, see that these games don't hold up. So why do we want the third game on like a franchise that has been dead for so long and the games don't hold up? Well, honestly, for me, the only reason why I want a part 3 is the story. The story was something that was so amazing. It kept you going. It kept you intrigued, and it's basically a revenge story. And spoiler, sorry for those who haven't played the first two games. Hopefully they release an HD version of part 1 and 2. There's rumors that they are, so let's hope they do. It's a revenge story, but you actually don't get revenge. The premise of the first game is your father has been killed by Lon D, this martial artist who's just so badass, and he's like an evil guy or whatever. And anyways, but he kills your father, and you witness the whole thing, and you vow to take revenge on him. And Ryu, the main character of the game, who loses his father, he goes on a journey to improve himself and make himself stronger and stronger. And that's the basically the gist of the game. Is you traveling to like all the way to China, from Japan all the way to China, to just keep on training and one day just get revenge on like what they on this guy who killed your father. And imagine that story. I mean, it's a pretty basic story, but it's just so well told. And you just don't get that closure. Like, we need that closure, Sega. So when the Kickstarter got announced, I immediately said, like, I've never Kickstarted anything before, and I haven't since, but dang it, I Kickstarted this game. I said, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to, I'm not just going to get like the basic package. I'm going to try to give as much as I can. And I gave $170 to the Kickstarter of this game. And so I'm balls deep into this game, and like I just can't wait for this game. Like day one, I'm just going to stop what I'm doing. And actually I Kickstarted and I asked for the PS4 version of the game because I wanted like a boxed copy. I don't trust the boxed copy of or physical copy of the PC game. I really don't. I think I'll eventually play it on PC, but anyways, at the time I didn't have the PC I have now, and and so I asked for the PS4 version of the game, and I don't even have a PS4. So when this game comes out, and if I don't have the PC version, I'm probably gonna end up buying a PS4 just to play this game. But anyways, yeah, Shenmue 3, the most anticipated game, the game I want to get slash play. I guess again, it's another game that's already gotten. So let's say like it's a game that I need to play in 2017. I can't wait. I can't wait. The hype is killing me. So yeah. So there you have it. That was my top 10 games I want to get slash play. My most anticipated games. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. And yeah, this is a really cool topic that I think we all can agree on. Like we all have our 10 most anticipated, or our 20 or 30 most anticipated. I actually had a longer list, but I narrowed it down to 10. So let me know what you think in the comments. And well, this has been Eder for the All Nighter channel. Have a good